Hey guys, it's Genevieve. Welcome to or back to my channel. I burnt my hand so bad when I was doing my hair this morning and it stings so bad right now. It doesn't even look that bad. Like, it literally does not look bad, but it hurts so much. Anyway, happy Soul Sunday. I feel like if I just keep saying Soul Sunday in my videos, eventually I'm gonna get back on schedule. Will it work? I don't know. Honestly, my goal for the future though, I would love to reach a point where I can upload multiple times a week, just because like I don't know why it takes me so long to edit. Like, that is the #1 reason why I'm struggling right now, because I just edit for like 16 hours per video plus the like filming. It's a whole thing. Anyway, today we are going to talk about the law of attraction. If you have not heard of the law of attraction before, it's actually become quite like a trendy thing. So you probably have, but I do have a video up on my channel that is kind of like a intro into the law of attraction and manifestation. So definitely check that video out if you are new to this. Now, if you have already delved into the law of attraction concept before, I do have some tips that I'm going to share with you today that can help potentially fast track the law of attraction process. And just some backstory if you're curious as to like my experience with the law of attraction. I did mention this in my manifestation board video, but I have a pretty insane success story where within like the span of one summer when I made a manifestation board, I have made like new ones since then, but this first manifestation board, within one summer I was able to manifest a trip to Hawaii. Just saying. So I feel like that is some pretty decent proof that this whole thing works, and that to some degree I know what I'm talking about. Obviously I'm no professional, but it worked for me. Before we get started though, I do just want to say a quick disclaimer that obviously the universe or whatever you believe in has a plan. So you just kind of have to trust that things are going to happen when they're meant to. Everything is going to happen in divine timing, and there are ways to fast track things, but ultimately things are going to happen when they're meant to, and you have to be ready for certain things to happen in your life. So that might take time. With that said, let's get started. So the first one is affirmational journaling. This I do maybe not every day, but every few days, just really whenever I feel like it. Essentially, you pick a affirmation and then you just write it over and over and over and over again until like your hand is like physically cramping. This just, to me, helps really ingrain something into my mind. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll kind of like alternate between like 5 different affirmations and I'll keep writing those out. So definitely feel free to do that if you don't want to write the same thing over and over again. Honestly, at first the whole like affirmation thing will probably feel really weird, but the reason why it feels strange to you is likely because you hold some level of limiting belief about that affirmation. This just works so well to start genuinely believing in these things, and obviously that is like a surefire way to better attract things into your life. And also, I will say that part of affirmations is consistency. Like, you should try to do it as consistent as possible. Like, as I said, I do it every other day pretty much, and this has just been working really well for me. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is manifestation boards. So I actually have mine right here. I did an entire video making this manifestation board, and that is up on my channel as well, so I will put it up in the little eye if you want to check that out. And I also do share my law of attraction success story in there, so it's a good one. Aside from them being just like super cute room decor, like, not even gonna lie, this is probably one of my favorite things that I have in my room. They're also just a really great constant reminder of what you're striving for, what you're working towards, what your goals are. Like, I have this hanging opposite to my bed, so right when I wake up in the morning, that is immediately what I see first thing, and that just sets my day up for success and productivity. So I highly recommend doing something like that. So essentially it's just loads of photos that represent my goals, and I just made this little collage out of them, and it just has loads of inspiring stuff that just keeps me motivated to continue working hard to get to my goals. I just really love it. It's something that helps me feel more passionate about what I'm doing and what I'm striving for. So I highly recommend doing that. If you want a more in-depth guide, I guess, to making a manifestation board, definitely check out that video because you'll probably find some value in that. And then on a similar note, I also like to have manifestation wallpapers. It kind of follows the same concept of a manifestation board. It's just completely digital. So they're super easy to make. And especially since it's on your technology, which I'm guessing you use quite frequently, it's again just like a super constant reminder of what you're working for. And I think that that is just an excellent motivator. And I found that they're also a really good kind of like a buffer in between me and like social media. Next is genuinely believing that your dreams are going to come into fruition. And for me, that kind of comes in the form of like speaking and acting everything into existence. I spend honestly a lot of time planning my future around what I want to manifest. Like you guys have probably, if you're like returning subscribers, have heard me talk about this so much. I want to be a digital nomad, so I've started acting in ways that are going to better prepare me to do that. So just like living a more minimalistic lifestyle, because I know when I'm gonna start traveling, I'm not gonna be able to pack a lot. But also, since I want to be a YouTuber and I want to be a content creator, I also speak as if it was already my full-time job, because really there is no better motivator than just actively constantly like planning as if it's the only reality. Like specifically with YouTube, I was watching Matt D'Avella's YouTube video that was like the reality of being a YouTuber or something like that. But he said something like, when you're starting out on YouTube, imagine that you already have 1 million subscribers, and then once you get to 1 million subscribers, pretend like you have 0. And that just like goes really well with what I'm saying right now, so that's why I wanted to share it. But if you believe that you're already super successful, and if you believe that you're already living a certain way, if you're already doing certain habits, then naturally you're gonna start doing that and actually manifesting it into your life. So really just saying things as if they were totally and utterly confirmed as truth and as fact. I feel like a key point with this one is whenever you're talking about what you're wanting to attract into your life, speak as if it was present tense. And there is of course a time and a place for that. Like when I'm speaking about my goals on my channel, I frequently do say like, I'm striving for this, I'm working towards this, just because contextually it does make more sense. But if I'm journaling about it, if I'm talking about it with my friends, I 100% say it as if it was already happening, and that just really works well for me. This next one is probably the most important thing, and that is taking action, because you can sit and manifest all you want, but if you're not taking action, it's not going to happen. And if it does happen, it's going to take so incredibly long to happen. So the biggest thing you can do to fast track the law of attraction process is taking action. Like you've just got to do it. You've just got to work and get there and align your actions with your goals. So whatever goals you have right now, I highly recommend breaking them down into action steps so that you can start working on things more consistently, taking things off, feeling accomplished, because once you really get the ball rolling with your goals, you're going to naturally just start to believe in yourself more. And I'd say that overall, your goals are just going to start feeling more real and tangible, and that is huge. So for example, in my life, as I said, I'm trying to live a more minimalistic lifestyle to help prepare me to be a digital nomad. I am researching so much stuff about travel and the digital nomad lifestyle. For social media, I'm trying to do some work on my social media every single day. And then something that is super important when you are taking action is to operate from a place of inspiration and positivity instead of lack or ego. And what I mean by this is allowing your motivators to be things like, I want to have this job because I love this thing about it. I love the fact that it's going to allow me to do this and have this and feel this, instead of saying things that are negative and draining, like I hate my current job so I have to make this other thing work, like I need this, I need this, I need this. Like obviously that is coming from a low frequency, and in order to manifest properly you need to be operating from a level of high frequency. But also overall, you're just going to be in such a more positive mindset if you are coming from a place of positivity and like aspiration. The next one is guided meditations, specifically the ones that focus on manifestation. I've been doing these ones super frequently over the past few years, and it has definitely helped me so much. If anything, they also just set me up in a good headspace to get to work throughout my day, because especially if you're doing these things in the morning, then you're going to be already focusing on these goals, on what you're wanting to attract into your life, and that is going to just make you want to work so much harder during the day. And just like I said earlier, taking action is like the #1 thing if you want to get to a certain goal. And also Also, a lot of these meditations really get you to put your trust into the universe, which is of course super important because the whole law of attraction system really operates with the belief that the universe is conspiring to give you everything that you want. You have to have faith that the universe has your back. The next one is dream journaling. This one is a super fun practice. I highly recommend you do this one. This I do about every 6 months or so, sometimes a little bit more if I'm feeling extra motivated to do so. So basically what dream journaling is you get out your journal and you write out every single detail of your dream life. So that is like writing out what your career is, where you are in the world during the day, who you're spending time with. When you wake up first thing in the morning, what are the things that you see? What is your environment like? What hobbies do you have? How much money are you making on a daily and annually basis? How do you feel inside? And really just getting as specific as you possibly can, because the more detail oriented you can be, the easier it is to attract. And just like I mentioned earlier, it is super, super important that you do this exercise in the present tense, speaking as if you already have attracted all of these things into your life and that is your current reality. And I feel like if anything, this exercise is amazing for gaining clarity on what exactly you want to manifest, which is obviously super helpful, but also it is a surefire way to get you super excited about your goals and about your future. And obviously that's just going to put you in a state of high frequency, which is obviously going to help you manifest better, and of course in turn help you fast track the law of attraction process. And the last one is more of a mindset, and that is when you wake up in the morning, believe that your goals and your dream life are about to happen. Like they are right around the corner. You can even affirm right when you wake up things like, everything that I'm working towards is about to happen, it's about to come into fruition. Because if you are constantly believing that that is the truth, then you're going to fast track the process even more. And also it will just 100% put you in a much more positive headspace. So that is all for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I really hope that you found some value in these tips. I really hope that you try them out, because I assure you it's gonna help in one way or another. So just give them a shot. I hope they work for you. And if you enjoyed today's video, definitely make sure to give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe and tick the bell icon to get notified every time I upload a new video and further support my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at genevieve.mason for more of my content. With all that being said, I hope you're having an amazing Soul Sunday. Remember to do something amazing for yourself. And with all that being said, I will talk to you soon. Bye!
Oh, we're living in the present.